We should be live, I think. I was just posting some. Let me get rid of that. Whoops, that's my Facebook. Let me pop up the chat. There we go. Switch this to live chat. How's it going? Happy Sunday. Ferris, good morning. You're always the first one here on Sundays. We're starting a little early today. I got a couple things to do. That includes the UDM SE, and we'll get into that shortly. Let me say hi to a few of you, then I'll answer this question here. Fusion, good morning. Tim, good morning. Zach, good morning. Steve, good morning. How is it going, everyone? It's really warm out where we are, and it's windy. It's going to be very windy today. Very windy. Let me just answer this question first. So he's asking about the UDM SE have PPPoE service name. They have a username and password that you could input in a VLAN ID. I would assume on the SE. I haven't even powered up my SE yet. It's sitting right there. Sergeant, good morning. Dan, good morning. Yes, it's a little earlier than usual. Ryan, good morning. Frederick, good morning. Yeah, I've been getting in the habit before I do these live streams, I test my mic audio, because there's been those couple times where I sounded like a robot, and then I had to unplug my Go XLR, and that just took time. John, good morning. Steven, good morning. How's it going? Ryan, good morning. I never know how to say your name. Gouvier? I messed it up. I'll have to look it up on like Google chat. You got yourself a UDM Pro. Awesome. Or UDM SE. It's UDM SE. They used to have it UDM Pro SE, and then they changed the name. Albert, good morning. How's it going? Got Wire, good morning. Yeah, it changed from the SE to, or sorry, the Pro SE to the SE. I don't really understand why they did that, but Virgil, good morning. How's it going? Did you need that hour consulting? I forget. I thought you said that last live chat, but if you do, send me an email. Dr. Vex, good morning. Gordon, good morning. So I'll just wait till a few more come in here, and we'll start talking about things. And ask questions, because questions always help me be able to talk longer. It is very warm here, though, today. Let's see. The weather network. Let's see. If it pulls up. Why didn't that load? Oh, there we go. So it's 9 degrees currently. I was at the gym, and once I got back from the gym, I went for a walk. Didn't even have to put on a coat because it was so warm, which is great. But that means I'm going to have to start turning on the air conditioning soon. So that'll be awesome. Simon, good morning. Coronadu, good morning. How's it going? David, how's it going? Yes, smash the like button. 39 people here, 8 likes. No, oh, you solved the issue. Okay, well, whenever you need it, just let me know. It's still banked. I swapped out the Pro to an SE, and I'm loving the 2.5 gig throughput. So I don't have, we only have 1 gigabit throughput here, which kind of sucks because I would like to test if I could get more. In my video, yeah, I mean, all we'll see, the speeds are getting up to close to 1 gig. I may start it today. I might start it tomorrow. I'm not too sure yet. We will see. Okay, so let's go here. And I don't think you could buy the UDM SE in Canada yet. I'm surprised it's taking them so long to get it here. Bring the heat. Well, I don't really like heat. This is perfect temperature. If it was like 14 degrees all the time, so degrees Celsius, I'd be fine with that. John, how's it going? Simon, you're from the UK. Awesome. So it's the afternoon. Are the switch ports on the SE switched 1 gigabit? I think it's a 1 gigabit backplane. Yes, I think it's the exact same as the Pro. Dr. Q, how's it going? There was who got into that? I think I forget the guy's name. I subscribe to him on YouTube. It was Cameron Gray. He got into it like about the backplane. UDM backplane? He did this architecture video. This isn't about the SE, but it was a really good, interesting video about how the backplane is. If you guys are interested in that. Let's see. I've had 3 different controllers my past 3 years with UniFi. They all seem to be brick randomly without an update. Bad product or bad luck? Which controller are you going with? I know the Gen 1, those little white cloud keys, those broke quite a bit. You're from New York City. Awesome. Yeah, so you're on the same time zone as I am. Yes, so the UDM SE is sold out. They did ship it to me for free to do videos on, so got to make that clear. So Ubiquity does send me some stuff, and when they do send me stuff, at the beginning of the video, I say they do, and in the left-hand corner or somewhere, it says that this video is a paid promotion. It's not. I guess it's paid in, they sent me a free gear, but they're not paying me to do the video. But anyway, it was free to me. B. McCallum, so that's my dad. It was his 60th birthday yesterday, so everybody say happy birthday to him. He's saying, hangover boy, I don't drink. So he might be the one who's hungover today. John Jones, how's it going? 3 p.m. there. Jerry, how are you? Oh, Gen 1, Gen 2, and the UDM Pro. So that's probably just bad luck, I would assume. Let's see. What happened with what? The cloud keys? I don't know what you're asking, Tim. Can't you use a backup from the UDM Pro to install it on the SE? Well, I'm going to... Oh, it died. Did it die? Did the stream die, or can you guys see me? Let me know. I don't see that I lost any packets. Okay, so people are saying stuff. Let's see. Can't you back up from the UDM Pro to the SE? I'm not too sure, and we'll look at that in the video, or when I do the video. You're up. Okay, good. So let's just tag him. Okay, so we're working now. Scared me. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know if they do a migration. If we could do a live, like a migration from one site to another, like you could do kind of with the cloud key, or you know how you have multiple different sites, you can migrate it. I'm not too sure if you could do that between the Pro and the SE, right? That's weird. That must have been something on YouTube's end then, because I don't see any frames dropped on my side. Looks good. Awesome. As long as we're back up, that's good. Hopefully my internet doesn't go down because of the wind today. A commercial kicked in the middle. That's strange. Yes, smash the like button. Yeah, so Cameron, he did a great breakdown of the architecture of the UDM Pro. I'm assuming most of it's going to be the same. With the SE, minus the PoE ports, the 2.5 gig, and the internal SSD. I won't be opening up my UDM SE. Like Crosstalk Solutions, he opened up the case. I'm not going to do that. If you want to see that, you could watch his video. But someone did ask, do I get to keep it, I think. Let me just see. You get to keep the SE. Yes, I get to keep everything they sent me. I did a backup and restore without any issues. Okay, so that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I love the UniFi suite, but my controller issues are becoming a pain. Just wanted to see if anybody else had any UDM bricks before. I haven't. I mean, I haven't personally, or none of my customers, but I have seen like through forums that people have. All right, so let's go here. US store. I did get a. They sent me a couple. Oh, you can't see it. They sent me a couple other things too that I can't talk about right now, but it may be in. Well, it is in EA, but it's something to do with Wi-Fi. So that's really cool. I can't wait to play with that and show it off. So I'm not too sure yet what I'm going to do. I probably should start it today because I'll be the only one home. And if the internet goes down, it goes down. But I'm trying to think of how I want to do it. Do I want to do like a full new build video with the SE? And then, unadopt all of my devices right now, all my access points out of the Pro and kind of just start fresh. I know a lot of people have already seen my small business videos setting up, firewall rules and all that. Or do I just do a live migration or a migration to the SE and then we look at the SE? I know there are a couple new features. I think there's one, if you forgot your password, you could get it back, or if you lost your 2FA. So I'm not too sure how I want to do it yet. Jurgen, how's it going? I don't have issues with PPPoE. So they used to have issues where if you had PPPoE, you weren't getting the throughput. And I used to have that where I would get maybe 500 megs down. And now I'm getting, my full speed that my ISP tells me. So another thing that I did buy, because it just came out, and I probably will do a video on it. The heck is it? Is it wired products? And I would assume that it has the Edge OS on it. So it's this right here, the I don't know why it says it's coming soon. I was able to purchase it. If you see right here, gigabit PoE switch for micro pop applications. So I don't know if this is kind of like the new line for their Edge. It looks a lot more modern. I do like the white look of the switch and the round edges of it. So we'll definitely do some videos on this. I would like to do more point to multi-point videos as well. It's just if I could get some jobs doing point to point, because if I do them in my office, I mean, that's all you guys are going to see. At least I guess you would see configuration, but it's not going to be actually hooking up antennas and stuff like that. Fresh is good. I don't know what that means, but I might have missed something there. Oh, fresh is good. Okay, got you. For the UDM SE. Any load balancing support on the UDM SE? No, there is not. So it's going to be the same as the UDM Pro. They used to have load balancing within one of their versions, and I had a video about it, and they took it out ever since. I think that was in 2020 that they had it. Is it worth switching the UDM Pro to the SE? I have a Aris SB33 cable modem with 2.5 gigahertz, or I guess you mean gigabit, WAN port. So maybe, are you paying to get higher speeds than 1 gig? Do you need PoE ports? Do you need that internal SSID, that internal SSD? Those are all things. And I'll go over that in my video. Like, is it a requirement for you to upgrade? Should you or shouldn't you? TVJ, how's it going? See, for me, I never did either 900 down or 900 up in the UK. So you never got those speeds? Do your Firefox updates. I don't use Firefox, but if I did, I would do an update. Big lessons learned. If you have gigabit bandwidth, turn off smart queues. Absolutely. So I already did a UniFi Talk setup video. I have a couple videos actually. But the problem here, we don't have UniFi Talk in Canada yet. Let's see. Oops. So what I had to do, I had to kind of pretend I was in the States. I have a state's address, and yeah. Anyway, so for 911, you want to have the correct address just in case. For the purpose of my video, I'm not even using the phone system. But once UniFi Talk does come, I'll start paying for a SIP trunk through them. That's like the initial setup. Yes, so if you use Firefox, make sure to update, as Tim has said there. Are you signed up for UI Notify? I refresh emails and items come in stock and out of stock less than 5 minutes. So are you talking about UI Notify by Crosstalk Solutions? I am. I like it. I think it's a great service. If that's what you're talking about. So it sends an SMS to your phone. I think that's the paid version of it. He has a couple different versions. There were quite a few people not super happy about it being paywalled, but there was a lot that was for free in the free tier. I mean, things take money and time to develop. You got to understand that. And for $3 a month, for me to get notified when gear's available right away and I could buy stuff, that couple seconds that I have ahead of people is great. Like, I need that. I think it's a wicked service, and I'll support it for sure. Ali, good morning. Jim, good morning. What about upgrading from a USG to a Cloud Key Gen 2? Well, so the USG is not a controller, right? Georgie, I can't talk about that because the UDR is still in beta. Oh, okay. I got full speeds but never had the issues, and it kind of put me off it at first. So yeah, some people had the issues, some people didn't. I had the issues, unfortunately. I pushed myself out to a newer like EA version. This was a while ago, and I could see that they were working on it and it was working, so I just pushed it back. I installed 2 G3 instances and they worked fine until I unplugged them and relocated them. Now it is showing it's disconnected and both of them have white lights on the front of the cameras. Did you, by chance, set them to be locked to an access point? UniFi UID is in the US, like it's general release in the US, but it's in beta or in early access in Canada and the UK. Triforard, good morning. You just have the email version. Okay. So you may, I mean, if you really need gear, you might want to pay. I think he gives you a free month. I think in his, if you watch his YouTube video, he gives you a free month. There's a free month code. Also, reset button doesn't do anything. That's interesting. Any idea when the USG is end of life? I have no idea. No clue. But if you're looking to upgrade and you want to stick with the UniFi line, I would go with the UDM or UDM Pro, or UDM SE. Grandstream 2170 with 2 sidecars in last week, replacing the old Cisco. I sure love Grandstream. So I have a bunch, not a bunch, but there's, you guys probably can't see that. Couple Grandstreams back there. There's a 6304A PBX or UCM. Let's look up this with the sidecar. See, that's one thing I haven't sold yet is sidecars. No one's needed them. Well, that's a nice phone. That's a big display on it. Which phone did I get? Did I post, where did I post it? Might have been on Twitter. Oops. Oh yeah, right here. I think it was so the phones that the client wanted were the GRP 2634. I like the screen on this one though. It's huge. Wow. Oh, I think Chris meant upgrading from the USG to Cloud Key to a UDM SE. I probably can do a video on that. I have a bunch of Cloud Keys, like older Cloud Keys. Maybe I could do a video on that. Yeah. Probably won't be this first initial video. It would be an upgrade from the USG to a UDM Pro. I mean, I have a USG and a Cloud Key. Is it worth? So yeah, there's a few things that would be worth it. So if you want to use threat management, you could get your full throughput. And it just works better. It's a newer processor and all that. Ali, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if you could, I would assume that you could change it with an SSD. You can in the UDM Pro. We don't install a lot of Cloud Keys. Good morning. When do you think the, is Talk not in the UK yet? Usually when there's stuff in the US, it's pushed out to you guys first. Oh, it isn't. I'm not too sure. Probably the same time when it's going to be out in Canada, and who knows. You can use UniFi Talk with a third-party SIP provider. I'm going to do a video on how setting it up with VoIP MS. How to manage direct access in UniFi Protect app. What do you mean by direct access? Yeah, that's a wicked display. How much are those? Let's see. What was the model? Go to Amazon. That $179. That's actually not even that bad. Interesting. The one thing I really like about the UniFi phones is that I could watch my cameras on it. My controller camera and clients are all on different net or VLANs. It will never connect directly. So it won't connect directly when you're like, if you're on your house on your Wi-Fi, it won't connect directly unless you're on the same camera subnet. It will always show that you're remote. Morris, hey Cody, just updated to 1.11.4. It was great. So I wasn't originally even going to do a video on that because I already did a video. What did I do? On 7.2, 7020, which was the biggest update out of that release. So I'm glad I did because one, it got a lot of views and people seem to like it. Some people complain that the update videos are just me reading the list. Well, I mean, that's what they are. So if you don't like that, you don't need to watch it, right? But I do like telling the community when new things are coming out because not everybody goes to the community release page every day. I go here probably once or twice a day to see if anything else is new. Yeah, so you'd want to be connected to the camera network. Good morning. I just purchased the UDM or NVR Pro. First, it was showing in my devices, and now it's not. Anything that I could try? What are you running as your firewall? UniFi Dream Machine suddenly cannot be accessed online, but okay from locally. So what I would do, I would disable remote access and re-enable. Let me see though, like is UniFi Cloud down? So they do have the status page. Sometimes their cloud goes down. It looks operational. They did have an issue back on February 28th, but there's nothing down. So what I would do, I'd disable remote access and then re-enable and see if you could connect. So if you want to watch your cameras and make it show that it's a direct connection, you want your phone or whatever you're watching app it's on to be on that same VLAN. Which camera would you recommend for using UniFi Protect? I only need to monitor 3 sides of my house. That all depends on how much money you want to spend. I like all their cameras. I haven't physically used the PTZ. I have used it with some clients, but my favorite camera to install right now is the G4 Bullet. If you could get your hands on it, this is what I would go with. One, it's very easy to mount, and how to get your angle, it's on that little ball pivot, so you could kind of move it wherever you want. For 3 cameras, so do you think the 1 terabyte SSD is enough for regular use for the UDM SE 3 cameras? I'd probably max it out to 8 if you can. I mean, if you don't want to spend money and get a new hard drive, yeah, of course you could use the 1 terabyte, but you're going to run out of space quicker, and it all depends. Are you going to have it recording 24/7 or just some motion, smart alerts, that type of thing? Can't you have a local DNS override and avoid having to be on the same subnet? You probably can, yep. You have 3 instants. The instants are great, but those things are not outdoor rated. I think can I talk about them? Yes, I can, because they showed a video of it. The G4 instance, I'm pretty sure that they are IP weather rated, but you still need to have a plug to plug them in. These little cameras are awesome. Well, I have some. I don't use them. I don't have them plugged in right now. The last time I used them was to kind of watch my cats on live stream. I don't know what else. Let's see what else I've ordered. I don't know if I could talk about anything else that I have. I don't know. I think everything else is EA. Oh, let's talk about this. So the Ubiquiti Insider video. I don't know how many of you watched that, but they have this app. People were like, let's just see. People were saying, oh no, now Ubiquiti is having sponsors in their video. Well, they own this app. There's this app at the end of it. It was a little different that they included this VN app. It's like it's a mobile editing video device app, but apparently they've had this out since, oh, I forget what the thing was called. It actually looks like, it's like a key thing that you put on your chest, but it looks like the Reader Pro from the UI Access. So they've owned this app for years. Make sure it's on this same subnet. Like, what switch are you using? You use them inside. Yeah, I don't have cameras inside. I mean, the only thing that I would do is kind of watch my cats. Hey Cody, I have the 1-port smart plug from Ubiquiti. I had it plugged into my ISP, and the issue I was having is it kept power cycling. So I had that issue at the very beginning when it was first released, and then they updated firmware, and I seem to be good. Make sure you're on the latest firmware. I'm sure you are. I hope they change in the UniFi Network Act. Yes, I agree. I just wonder how the G4 is going to differ from the G3 Instant in the price point. I think there's about a $70 price gap. And is it going to be worth that? Who knows? The one thing I'm looking forward to is the doorbell. The doorbell, I think, is going to be really cool. Good morning. I am snapping up products as they become available on the store, but have been waiting for the UDM SE. What's your take on waiting for that or buying the UDM and other products? I don't know. It all depends. Like, if you need that 2.5 gig WAN interface, do you need 8 PoE ports? Is it worth it? I'm not too sure because I haven't even used it yet. And really, I don't need the features because I have a ton of PoE switches and I don't have 2.5 gig. But I'm glad I have it because if we could ever upgrade our internet here, I will. What else was I going to talk about today? I think that's pretty much it. I don't have a ton to talk about. So if you have more questions, keep them coming. So I have this job coming up. Actually, let's find where the heck was it? So as for this site, what we're going to do, we're going to end up taking this loop out. People were crazy complaining about it, saying, oh, the loop should be on the inside of the rack in case you ever need to, re-terminate a cable, you wouldn't be able to pull it, which I actually would be able to. But either way, what we're going to do, I'm going to just unhook this and then I'm just pull the loop inside. But I still need to go finish this job. I haven't been back since this video. I did release a video on this. What we have to do, I have to put in another 48 port switch. Actually, forget out. I think I only have one more switch put in here. 6 UniFi access controllers. And then this, not Grandstream, sorry. And then this Synology NAS. We're going to be backing up everything through the Synology, oh God, I can't think right now. The backup manager, the business one. So I'll probably include that in the video. And then we have to install a bunch of G4 Dome cameras. I think it will make for an interesting video. Ryan, good morning. I've had it unplugged. I got it when it was released. I will update. Yeah, I would update it and see if it works for you. I don't think it supports passive, no. No, I think it's just PoE and it doesn't do PoE++. If you want PoE++, you need to buy one of their Pro switches. which I'm kind of shocked that they didn't add. Maybe they did on the bigger one, the enterprise switch. Did they have PoE++ on here? Let's see. PoE. PoE, let's see. What the heck? It's not even finding it. I don't think they do have PoE++ on these. I would have thought that they would have put that on here. So really, your only options for PoE++ is the industrial switch or these Pro switches, like the Pro 24 or the Pro 48. Hey Cody, when are you planning to post fresh install UDM SE install configs? Looking forward to it. Well, that all depends if I'm planning on doing it as a fresh install. The fresh installs will take a lot longer because I have to reset all my access points, and all my switches, and all of that. So we'll see. We'll see if I do it as a fresh install or if I do it, I don't know, or if I cut over. I'm not too sure. Tim, have a good day and a great week. Yes, you as well. Yeah, I'm trying to think about how I want to do that, because if I do it as a fresh install, that is going to be, that's going to be a lot of work. Because I have quite a few VLANs. UniFi Switch XG, yeah, is that not an older one though? Older switch. Yeah, that's a Gen 1 switch. $600 US for it too. Crazy. But you get you get two SCP plus. What are these ones? Okay, so you get 10 gig RJ45. Nice. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with this switch. I have this just sitting over here somewhere. So I got this one right here, and I have that other one. I have this one right here too. So yeah, I don't know what to do with these switches. I have too many switches and not enough devices to put on them. But that's a first world problem, apparently. Let's see. So would anybody be interested in seeing point-to-point videos? It would just be, I have a couple of these, maybe not these ones. I have two of these right here. It would really just be me sitting in my office configuring them. Kind of what I did a video on the building-to-building bridges, but at least we could see a config and we could, kind of come up with the design of point-to-point and get it working. I think it kind of would make something interesting. Cody, I'm trying to figure out a new phone solution for a client. I am in the US. What would you suggest? There's about 50 users in multiple locations. I was thinking GoTo. I'm not too sure what GoTo is. Should I go Ubiquity? So they're multiple locations. Do they have to tie into each other? Right? So yeah. I don't know if I would go Ubiquity. I have a client who has about 80 Ubiquity phones. It's working right now, but there has been issues with them. I think the max is on the Talk controller is about 50. Okay, so you guys like point-to-point equipment. So maybe I'll build that in when I get this UISP switch. Where the heck to go? Here we go. I should be getting this switch maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. Or sorry, tomorrow is Monday. Maybe Tuesday. I don't know how I'll do it. Okay, so I will do a video on it though. I'll do a point-to-point video. It's just gonna be in my office. You got to remember that because I have nowhere to deploy them right now. Yeah. So Taylor, back to your question. Ubiquity, maybe. I like Grandstream. I think Grandstream's a great solution, and it's fairly reasonably priced. What can't switch is that? Is it PoE? Which one do you mean? Most of the switches that I have, like all those smaller enterprise switches, have PoE in them. Cody, please let me know when you test migration controller configurations to the UDM SE from a Windows-based controller, UDM Pro-based controller, and that, I mean, that will have to be a separate video than this new video coming up because that's going to be, yeah. But I think that would make a good video though. I've tested these migrations with varying results depending on the firmware version and the target and the source network controllers. Okay. I will let you know. Hi, big question. UDM Pro or SE? I currently have a USG US8 with the Synology. My big issue is the power consumption. Will I save by going with the UDM Pro? It all depends. Like if you need that 2.5 gig interface, you need those 8 PoE ports, then I would go with the SE. If you don't have a need for that, internet bandwidth, I probably wouldn't go with it. Get the UDM over the SE. No one should be purchasing the UDM Pro. So it all really depends, right? Because you still have that 1 gigabit backplane. That's going to be the issue. With the phone system, do they allow you to keep your same number? I'm not too sure how porting works. I think you can port. It depends on the provider that you're with right now. SBX Labs, how's it going? This isn't my Lego channel. I kind of took a little break from Lego. I was doing it for... Whoops, I'm not going to switch. Let's go look at my Lego channel. So what I think... Actually, I'll talk about... I have another channel idea too. It's not really another channel idea, but I'll let you know. Where's my... So here's my Lego channel. I've been building Lego. I have a crap ton of Lego right now. So what I was doing... I was building like Lego, doing time lapse of it. It takes forever to do the videos. And like, as you can see, let's see. Like this one right here, it's a 6-minute video, which isn't really that long, but only 29 views. And then I release a little 15-second short of it and I get 3.5 thousand views. So I think with the YouTube or the Lego channel, until it grows in subscribers, I'm just going to build the Lego and then take a YouTube short of it. The problem with the shorts, it doesn't count towards your hours, your watch hours. So if you're ever trying to monetize on YouTube, the shorts don't count. So you have to have videos like this for people to watch. Each location will have its own UDM Pro. The locations are separate businesses under an umbrella. I can't speak. Under an umbrella. They have separate business numbers, but need to be able to dial extensions through all locations. That's something I haven't tested yet. I wonder if a site-to-site VPN would work to be able to dial those extensions. I'll have to test it out. I'm not too sure. The problem I find with solutions like GoToConnect or hosted VoIP systems, it gets very expensive. I had a quote for somebody to host like 90 phones, and it was about $2,000 a month, which is insane to me. When you could just purchase all your phones and just pay your SIP trunk. Still wrapping my brain around segmenting my network into separate VLANs. I am running out of IPs. Have you watched my video, Kevin? I have quite a few videos on UDM Pro deployments. Or, just UniFi. We'll just say UDM Pro small business. I have no idea what this one's about. This is an older video. I could tell by the thumbnail, but that one might be all right. I have no idea. Yeah, so I didn't know either. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna I only have 131 subs on that channel anyway. You need 1,000, but I'm like, oh, I've already easily hit my 4,000 hours. But no, they don't count. Are you allowed to publicly speak about EA products? The only way I could speak about EA products are if Ubiquiti posts videos on their channel, like this introducing UniFi 6 access points. They talked about the UniFi 6 Enterprise. I could talk about what they say in the video and that's it. So the U6 Enterprise is a Wi-Fi 6E access point. I'm still having issues. Well, it would be hard for me to troubleshoot on a live stream. I could consult for you, but my rate is $150 an hour Canadian. Yeah, so the other option, or the idea for another channel, is just to do a Mac Telecom Networks short channel. I do post shorts once in a while on this channel, but I find a lot of people don't like it. They'll watch it, they'll think that it's a full-on release video. I'll get a lot of thumbs downs on it, so I might just make a separate channel just based on shorts, like 15 to 60-second videos of things that I'm doing throughout the day. I think I found once 50 extensions are made, it's better to do non-UDM managed, although can't remember the exact number. I'm not too sure. Like, I know with Grand Streams, you could have a PBX sitting at one site. You could tie it together with a VPN, and then you could just use that one phone system. But if the VPN ever goes down, then you're kind of screwed. New install with the SE might help. Yeah, I got to think about how I want to do that. Watching my NAS, how's it going? Hey guys, hey, I have something very important to say. Here it is. I love lamp. Oh my lord. So yeah. Whoops. Need to show that. The Grandstream stuff. So I have a Grandstream install. I think it's about 5 wired phones and maybe it was 8, I forget. And a bunch of Wi-Fi phones, which I need to test the Wi-Fi phones out. I don't know if anybody here has tested any of the Grandstream Wi-Fi phones, and let me know if they're good or not. Jason's Labs, how's it going? Well, I did start early, so I won't be going a crazy amount longer, but we could talk for a little bit. There's a bunch of things that I need to do, but apparently I really like Ubiquiti, so that's why I keep pushing it out to my... That's all I keep pushing out to the channel. These switches I need to still plug in. They're those Aruba switches. I did the video on these Ethernet extenders, but I haven't done it on this smart lock or the, what's it called? The UniFi Access Rescue Key, which I will be doing because I need to do a video on UniFi Access tied into UID. I have this video that may tie into that on-site video that I'm doing. So this is the Etherscope NXG, which will do a heat map scan maybe of the building that I'm going to do an on-site job. This is what Ubiquiti sent me, minus one other top secret piece of equipment. So the UDM SE and then this box cable. So I'll do a review on the cable as well. And yeah, that's probably it. Question, did you take a look into the link egg your WAN ports? I don't think you can. Oh, I don't think you can aggregate the WAN ports on the UDMs. If a wall outlet AP is on an IoT VLAN, are the ports on the AP restricted to the same network? So the UniFi, I don't know what wall access point you have, but the in-wall HD, you could do whatever VLAN you want. I have a Grandstream Wi-Fi phone and I can't talk about it the most. It's so stable and very good. Awesome. So that's good to know. How is it with the UID works? I'm not too sure because I haven't plugged the UniFi Access into UID yet, but I will soon. The shipping shortage is a real thing. I can't get anything anymore. The shipping issues are insane. So are the chip shortages. I did have a Wi-Fi phone. Actually, I think I had this one. And I gave it to one of the subscribers on this channel. He just deployed it. I wasn't using it. But apparently I didn't give him the battery for the phone. I don't even know where it is. I didn't even know there was... Like, this looks like it has a built-in battery. Maybe the phone just didn't work. Oh, you're trying to a single point of failure of the hosting at one of the site. Yeah, no problem. Oh, and I sent you a Twitter. Okay, so I'll take a look at the Twitter link. I don't know. Did you just send it? I don't see it. Did you send? Maybe you sent it in my messages. I'm not too sure, but I'll take a look on it. Yeah, maybe I'll do a aggregate, but it's still just a load balance thing, right? It's not like you're aggregating your 2 1 gig connections into a 2 gig pipe. I wish I could stream that top secret thing that I have. I think some of you know what it is, some of you don't, but I'm excited about it. It will make for a good video, that's for sure. Other than that, is there any new technology that I should be checking out? I'm still waiting for a Wi-Fi 6 USB adapter. Do they make them yet? So nah, I don't know if I'd want that one. Like I have internal, oh, here's one. So it's a D-Link. Oh, not that, that's okay. It's only 79 bucks. My new laptop has Wi-Fi 6 in it, but my other one doesn't. And for testing like APs and stuff like that, I wanted to get a external USB. Sent you a pic via the, okay, I'll take a look. Do you think the UDM SE is worth upgrading from the UDM Pro? I'm not too sure yet. Wait for my video that's going to come out this week about it. I don't know. Yeah, the link, you can't even link aggregate. If we're talking about UDM Pro, the pfSense, you could do link aggregation, but on the UDM Pro to a switch, you can't do link aggregation. What other updates has there been? UniFi Protect. Yeah, I don't think that's, I didn't really mention this in my video. What was I was going to do a new video on UniFi Talk. They had quite a bit added here. But I think the next video for UniFi Talk will be integrated with VoIP MS. I sent it with the WAN link aggregation with Tom. Okay, I'll have to take a look through and see if I can find it. I'm not too sure because I haven't even, for this question, I noticed that the link aggregation was a thing in the UDM Pro SE, but was removed. Am I wrong? I'm not too sure because I haven't even plugged mine in yet. That may be a thing that I do today. But with that, I may also, where's my rack? I haven't tested out the rack studs yet. So I may use them to mount this UDM SE. Use these new Series Duo 2. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to mount it. Where the heck is my rack? Do I not have a picture of it? I might not. Oh, that's there it is there, but this is going to be a video. So there's where's my UDM? My UDM's right here. So I don't know where I'm going to put it. Maybe I'll put it. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think this is, oh yeah, that's switched around. I don't have all that stuff in there. I have the UNVR Pro now. Failover only, yes, failover only. There's no load balancing either. So I'm going to get off here in about 5 minutes. So if you have more questions, let me know. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Watch out for more videos this week. I probably will end up doing a few more Grand Stream videos, even though they didn't do super well on the channel. I think it would be good to still start putting some other content on here. Close that. And we'll try to get some more on-site videos done, because I know people like on-site videos. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, let's see. Is it worth buying UPS? And if so, would you what would you recommend? I have the SE, so I have a CyberPower UPS. It works fine for what I need. I think it's CyberPower. I never did a review on, not that I need to do a review on every little thing I get. I think it was this one. One of these CyberPower. I mean, there's tons of different UPSs. You could ask 100 different people and they'll give you a different answer. APC is good. Eden's is good. Depends on how much money you want to spend. When you set up the UDM SE, could you include IPS, IDS settings and features? Yes. It all depends what I'm going to do. It looks like people want me to do a full setup. So I guess I should probably do that. I did actually ask on my channel community. Let's look at the answers here. So we had 9 people. Let's see what people wanted to see. Can you do firewall rules for Sonos, Home Assistant, and IoT? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see about that. Fan noise comparison with and without the HDD. So that's interesting. I guess I could. There's going to be a lot of noise in that network rack. But I could always take it before and after and see. I do have a little noise capture thing. The switch performance, I would assume that means if it's a 1 gigabit backplane. This I won't be doing what Matt says. I know you have a complete guide, but can you do another one for the SE? So there's another person asking if you can really do the 2 gigabits of the WAN port. That I won't be able to test because I don't have 2 gigs here, which sucks. MikroTik router and switch. I've been thinking about getting into MikroTik and doing like some OSPF videos about it, but I don't know. Can you do a video with adding OpenVPN? Maybe. I forget how the OpenVPN works with the UniFi stuff. All right, here, let me just post it. It looks like most of the people in this chat want a full video, but let me see. In my UDM SE video, should I do it from new install? Complete. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. What am I saying here? Full new config, or just just migration. Let's do that a poll, and we'll see full new config, and then this will be just migration. And we'll let this decide because there'll be a few more people who do this. I'm going to assume that people are going to want to see the full new config, which is fine. I don't mind doing it. Those videos though, they take like 8 to 10 hours to do. Yeah, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll start today. What I'll start today, I'll probably end up doing pulling the UDM SE out of the box. We'll take a look at it. We'll see the power cable. It does have the locking power supply on the back, which I think is wicked. And it has that new braided power cable. Test the SE with 8 cameras. I don't know if they have a power draw thing on their website. I was looking for that the other day. I mean, I could put 8 cameras on it and see. Okay, where the heck is it? I think we might have looked at, okay, so max power consumption, 50 watt. I'll look at this after. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll include that in the video. I verified that I'm getting 2 gigs on the WAN port. Okay, awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't have it, so. Got a Super Micro server coming this week. That's awesome. I reached out to Super Micro to try to get a server. I'm not really a server guy, so I wanted to get a server just to do like VMs and stuff like that. I reached out and I never heard back. I do have VMs running on my Protectly right now. So we have a few saying full setup. I'll wait and see here, but it's most likely going to be a full setup. Oh, did I not post that comment? What the heck? Okay, so I'll do it after this. If you guys want to just go to the poll and click it, I know you'll all want to see full setup, so. Let's go like that. So, okay, so for the full setup, it will probably just be a network setup though, or you wanted to see, yeah, it will be just a network setup. Because if I do the protect setup, the VoIP setup, and access, that video will be like 4 hours long. Definitely don't want to do that. I've done an hour-long video before, and I will never do it again. Is the vote up, though? I tried to, let's see. I can't see it. Oh, you know what? That's because I'm in the comment. There we go. Okay. So we're going to see this. There's 6 votes. 67% says full migration, or full new config. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. So I'll let this sit for a little while because I probably won't start any config today. We'll do that tomorrow. So I'll give this to the morning tomorrow. We'll see how far out we are. I'm just going based off these numbers. It looks, you know, we already know who's going to win. It's posted. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong link. Yeah, I'm just going to do the network because if I did everything else, it would be too long. I could always eventually do a full new Protect update video. We'll see. Protect is essential, but I don't use my UDM Pro or SE for Protect. I have a UNVR Pro. It is essential, but I think that deserves its own video, you know. And I don't know the last time I did a full UniFi Protect video. Oh, whoops. It's not my channel. Trying to think though, because we want to have, like, I don't know what that SSD is for. I forget what they use for the, is that to store the OS? Or can you put camera footage on the SSD? I'm just trying to see when the last full video is that I did. UniFi Network, that's a pre-staging. Have I not done a full setup video? I don't think I have for UniFi Protect. I do need to rewire. Some of my cabling's messed up for my one of my front door cameras and as well as my driveway camera. So maybe we'll do a full new Protect setup. Full setup. Okay. Yep. Vote early and vote often. Only vote once. Don't have multiple accounts voting. I mean, what? I guess it doesn't really matter. We could already see how many people want the full setup, so that's all right. Yeah, I think so. We'll with the SSD, so it does camera footage. Okay, but only recording events. So I may add that. I might add that into this full setup video. I'll get like I have a bunch of G4 cameras here, and maybe I'll attach it just to see how it works on there, and then eventually we'll do another UniFi Protect full setup video. But I think that's going to be it for me today. I have this video to start shooting. And yeah, so I might come live again during the week at some point just to do another live stream. And then we'll see. Can you put the talk on SSD? I'm not sure. So we'll have to see about that. But make sure to hit the like button on your way out. And make sure when that video does release that you go watch it. It should probably be out on Tuesday. I thank everybody for being here, and I will see you next live stream. Take care.